5 easy yoga moves for you to de-stress and to reduce your anxiety. Remember, this video is to help you with your education, and if you need medical advice, see your doctor. These 5 yoga moves will help soothe you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Audrey, this is Monty, and this is Yoga to Transform. Often we feel stressed and anxious in our lives, and I'm glad you realise that maybe yoga might be the thing to help you. If you feel like you need a little bit of time out, we've got 5 easy yoga moves to increase your satisfaction with your life and for you to feel less stressed and less anxious. As I offer you these things, I know that sometimes silence is too loud, so play some music. Sometimes stillness is hard to ease your anxiety, so use some easy movement. Lightness can be annoying, so use a blanket or something over your shoulders, or maybe even a bolster on your legs to give yourself that heaviness. Sometimes brightness is too jarring, and so I invite you to adjust the curtains or the lights, make it feel right for you. Sometimes coldness is persistent, and so I invite you to warm up, rug up, get a hot water bottle, get a wheat bag, have something that's warm to keep you going, maybe even a warm drink. And sometimes you don't need movement, sometimes you just need to nap, so take this time to do what you need. I invite you to come into an easy seat. I'm sitting on a folded up blanket. You might like to do that, or you might even just prefer to be seated on a chair. Whatever feels good for you, come into an easy seat. Take a few moments and just feel the weight of your buttocks and your body pressing down on your seat. Any other part of your body that's feeling the ground. Feel the ground or the seat underneath you. Feel your body on the ground. Let's take a couple of breaths in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Filling up deep from your belly. Last time. Now from this easy seat, pick up your right hand, put it down beside you and stretch up with your left, coming around to hold onto your right thigh. Come into the twist, take your breath as you need to. And after one more breath, gently unwind. Come back through to centre. Place those left fingertips on the ground. This is to hold you up, make you stay nice and tall. Reach up with your right hand and gently twist around. Breathing out if that feels good. Continue breathing in your own way. And take one more breath and meet me back in the middle. Gently unwind. Let's do that again. Place your right fingertips down. This time take a breath in, reach up. And as you breathe out, twist around. Continue in your own breath pattern. One more breath and unwind. Let's go to the other side. Last time. Left fingertips down, stay upright. Take a breath in, reach up. And breathe out, twist around. Continue breathing. One more breath in and out. And gently unwind. Come on back through to centre. Now let's get down onto hands and knees. I like to have a little something under my knees. Feel free to use a blanket or a rug you might have. And come into hands and knees, called table. Check in with yourself. Your hips are over your knees, your shoulders are over your wrist creases, fingers are spread wide, and just take a freestyle movement. Just freestyle it out. Just move as you wish to, or stay still, your choice. And come on back through to table. Following your breath, begin to breathe in and let your chest come between your arms. And as you breathe out, draw up your belly button, puff up your back ribs. Breathe in for the chest through. And breathe out, we'll draw the belly button up. A few more times, breathing in to look forward, breathing out, draw the belly button, look down. Breathe in and out. And once more. Last time, meet me back in table. Coming through to table. And let's go back to the freestyle movement. Find what feels good for you. And come on back through to table. One last round of cow and cat. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to neutral spine. And let's get set up to lean forward, sitting down. Now I'm going to use my bolster, but you can use a cushion from your chair, maybe a strong pillow, maybe something else that you've got, another rolled up yoga mat or something. So come into a seated position. Again, I'm going to sit on my blanket. You can sit round so that the bolster is leaning up against the wall, but I'm going to sit this way around so you can see. Take your legs wide, watch out Monty. And you can either just hold the bolster or the pillow, or you can stack up a bit of a ramp. I've got some yoga blocks, but you might like to use some books or a box or something that's going to hold up the bolster. And what we're going to do is just place the bolster in front of us or the pillow, or you might be leaning up against the wall, bringing yourself into a comfortable seat and just leaning yourself forward, adjusting as you need to go. This is our third pose. We're going to come on down here. Feel free to hold the blocks, hold the bolster, whatever feels good. And just begin to lean forward. Allow the breath to flow as it does, taking the time to feel your sit bones on the floor, your legs on the floor, and your head resting on your bolster or pillow. Gently place your hands on the floor. Walk your hands back towards yourself and sit up. Take a moment here, maybe eyes closed. And gently flutter your eyelids open, coming back into the room. Let's move the bolster and blocks out of the way. Our next move is going to be legs up the wall. So find yourself a space where you can put yourself up against the wall. If you don't have a wall space, you might like to do this up against the back of your couch or your chair. And what I'm going to invite you to do is to place that folded blanket about 2 fist widths away from the wall. 1, 2. Because we're going to sit in close with our hips close to the wall and swing our legs around. Again, you may like to use your bolster to put some weight on yourself, maybe across your belly, or balance it on your feet. So come in to sit close to the wall, sort of half on and half off that blanket. You're going to swivel yourself around as you lay down onto your elbows, bringing your legs up the wall. You may like to grab that bolster or the other blanket, place it across your belly, or balance it on your feet. And now just allow all the fluids in your legs to release down into your pelvis and torso. All the blood can flow back from your veins back into your heart. The bonus of having the blanket underneath your hips is that your hips are slightly higher than your heart. So your heart's getting a very good rest of being able to simply get the blood back from the legs. Feel free to pause the video at any stage if you'd like to take a little longer in these poses. Take as much time as you need to be here, and when you're ready to come out of the pose, move any blanket or bolster that you've got. Bend the knees like we did when we started. Make sure there's no cats in the way. Move out of the way, Monty. That's right. And simply roll to one side or the other, bending the knees. And then use the strength of both hands and arms to press yourself up. Coming into our final pose for our 5. I know I snuck some extra ones in when we did table because we did cat and cow. This one is child's pose, and I'm going to invite you to get a blanket to put over your shoulders or over your back. And again, it's handy if you've got one of your big pillows or a couch cushion, because we're going to come forward. And you can do it straight to the floor if that's all you've got, but if you've got something soft underneath you, I do invite you to do that. I'm quite tall, so I like to have something underneath the front edge of my bolster. So my bolster's on the floor. I'm going to make a bit of a shawl or a cape with my blanket to give myself some extra weight over my shoulders, if that's going to feel good for you. Then I'm going to wriggle my bolster back, taking my knees wide, my big toes are together, and this is our final pose. Bringing you some ease from your stressful life and reducing some of your anxiety. Please stay here for as long as you feel able, and I'll meet you again in our next video. Namaste. Yes, we'd love you to like, share, and comment. Come on forward, bringing your head down onto the floor, your hands or the bolster, and just resting in here with your head turned to one side or the other, or simply with your forehead down. Take the time to lift up and turn your cheek to the other side, settling back down.